Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome to my show, Radiant Life After 45. It's a show for women who want more from life, who are not done living yet, who want to find out what is the best way to stay energetic, young, healthy. All of that goes hand in hand, stimulated, the brain growing instead of shrinking, and so much more. And with the brain shrinking, this is actually what we are talking about today. So anyway, my name is Dr. Angelika Christie, and with over 28 years of professional experience, professional training in relationships, in naturopathic. I'm a naturopathic doctor specializing in women's longevity and spirituality. I'm a Reiki master teacher of over 30 years as well. So this is the triangle of life. We speak about everything that improves and uplifts the woman over 45. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. Today's theme is how to stop or how to create new habits, how to gain freedom from old habits. I actually have a whole course in that, 28 days to freedom from old habits. And I'm talking a little bit more about this later, but did you know that over 95% of your life runs on automatic? So just take a moment and reflect on your day. Depending on your time of day, this could be the day before, maybe, or the day that has already come close to an end. So how often do you find yourself moving from task to task without conscious thought? How many times do you get in your car, you drive, and you don't really say, oh, now I have to do this. You're almost on automatic. Your car finds almost the way to your destination because you have done it so many times. While that might seem benign, the truth is that these ingrained patterns can silently sculpt your brain, and not always in a way that serves you. The effects of being mired in old and especially negative habits extend beyond mere frustration or a sense of stagnation. The real cost is to our brain's health. When we succumb to the comfort of routine, especially those laced with stress and negativity, we unknowingly contribute to a toxic environment for our neurons, which is really what connects everything in the pathways. Neurons that fire up and are so important to the millions, billions of functions that comes from the brain. So research has shown that chronic stress can suppress neurogenesis, the birth of new brain cells, particularly in areas crucial for memory and learning. And let me tell you, as we go up there in age, it's a real challenge. We really must do everything to protect our brains. And I know I have spoken about this many other times in different ways, like how your diet can protect your brain, or it can fry your brain, all of this. But today, I want to especially focus on what old habits will do to your brain. So if you don't change things up, if you don't bring new, fresh things into your life on a regular basis, but you do the same thing, just like jogging, even if you have a car that you always drive in the same speed, that car, if you then need it in a moment where you have to put the pedal to the metal, so to speak, because you have to really go fast in order to avoid something, that car may not react or break down because it's not used to doing anything outside its regular, normal, routine behavior, okay? So Persistent negative thought patterns, a frequent byproduct of detrimental habits, are linked to an increased risk of developing neurodegenerative diseases in life, sooner or later. And in today's life, I see it happening sooner than later. This isn't merely speculative. It's a finding backed by studies pointing to a correlation between negative cognitive patterns and the onset of Alzheimer's. We all, could be a candidate. We really don't know. But there's a beacon of hope. Our brains are incredibly malleable. They can rewire and adapt and learn something new. So introducing positive habits and novel experiences can create new neural pathways, promoting brain health and cognitive flexibility. What about that? This neuroplasticity is at the heart of every transformation that we want to have. And going into the final weeks of this year, we all think about what do we want to change, new goals for the new year. But you see that there will be a resistance to new habits because we like to do what we feel comfortable with. And if you do nothing, your brain may even shrink. And that's not only a medical problem, but it interferes tremendously with your joy of living, yes? So unfortunately, your old habits are learned and ingrained behavior, dictating your life the way a software program runs your computer. Did you ever notice that you could go through an entire day without really being acutely conscious of precisely what you do at each moment and why? No, of course not. So much is on automatic, and we know this, right? And we all do this. You're not alone. Most of us run on automatic most of the time, and we want to experience much love, more success, excellent health, and happiness. Don't we? So is this you? Do you know deep in your heart that your life could be less stressful, for example? Would you like to break free of stress? Are you yearning for more fun, more joy, more laughter every day? And is there a part within you that desires better relationships, more love, experiencing something at different levels? Do you believe that you deserve to experience the most delicious, beautiful love and even experience yourself to your full potential? So if you answered yes to most of those questions, why are you not? Where are you now? Could it be that you want to change, even tried, but it was too hard, and for some reason you always ended up right back where you started? I hear this a lot from my clients. Of course, you will resist change. And so don't be surprised. We all, there's probably a very small degree of people who may not resist change. It is a primal human instinct to resist change. If your survival is not threatened, a powerful part of you will resist change. That's just to be expected, and don't beat yourself up. Embrace it, know it, recognize it, and then we can work with it. If you don't, what are the consequences? Yes, you can do the same things over and over again, and you will probably survive. Maybe don't live as long, as happy, as abundant as you would, but is survival good enough for you? I don't think so. You would not be listening to me on in this show if that would be your truth, just to survive. No, 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 no. We want to thrive. How would you feel if I could promise you a way to permanently replace your old programs that do not support who you are and who you want to be with new, because let's be very frank here. We all run on habits, right? And we often want to improve. We want to, and we resist. But then the issue is willpower usually doesn't do it. It's not strong enough. It is not. So we want to have new discoveries in life. We want to know ourselves better and at a deeper level. Take a moment and feel the heaviness of being chained to old beliefs that you already tried maybe to let go, but they always come back because it's a program, it's a habit. And it keeps you from knowing who you truly are. It keeps you from knowing your greatness. Have you ever tried programs to change that, or willpower, but always found yourself back in your old habits? Yes. I know how you feel. I used to do this too, until I had enough and thought there must be a better way, and especially an easier way, and a more easier means more stimulating, more fun way to create change. Most people say that change is difficult. If you believe this, it will be so for you. Whatever you believe, whatever you say, whatever you feel, whatever statement you make, that's your reality. Your body will follow. Yes, I know that it can be relatively easy to change, and I opted for easy. What about you? Would you be interested to learning something that is easy rather than hard? Would you opt for something that is fun as well? Would you like to find out how easy change can be and also fun? So I created a fun and easy way with a program, and I will introduce it to you in a moment. Here is how it feels when you try to change something cold turkey and on your own. You have all the good intentions and decide to start with better habits. That's usually where you start. Okay, I need to change this. I need better habits. And yet it feels so hard, and even harder to use it, to try to change anything with your willpower. Doesn't last. You see, here is what usually happens if you do it on your own. You put your foot on a new path and want to change something. Yet after a short period of time, you are pulled back into the old ways. It's almost like stretching a rubber, right? And having a new experience. Oh yeah, it can go like this, it can go like this. But the moment you let it go, it goes right back into its old position, right? So you put your foot on a new path, you want to change something, yet after a short period, you are pulled back to the old ways. Just explained it with the rubber. You feel frustrated. You may even give up. And what does that giving up do for your self-worth, for your confidence in your ability to create this amazing, this glorious, fantastic life for yourself? Did you ever get that sinking feeling in your stomach? Do you ever envy people who seem to have it much easier? You may not even be consciously aware of it. And change, some know the secrets, and you will learn it, or some of it, by the end of our time together here. And change is hard when you don't know how to channel this powerful primal force to support a new path. Otherwise, it will pull you back to your comfort zone over and over again, every time, until you're so frustrated, you may give up. But before you give up, you try harder. You say, next time, new year coming, this year, I'll do it. And then it's the same pattern. How exhausting is that? How did that work for you in the past? Not so great, I guess. But if you're somebody who has already gotten a way of really changing things and making it easy, congratulations. But if not, what about the consequences? How much has it cost you already in you did not experience your full potential, the joy of living every day to the fullest, the joy of exploring and finding something new and exciting, because that joy also rejuvenates you. Isn't it time to find a better way so that you actually can let go of old habits? So this is what I decided. Because I went through the whole thing you probably have gone through as well. And since I'm a coach and, and I like to do things differently, I said there must be a better way. Because being a German, I do have strong willpower. I believe that my will to change would hold me through that change. Guess what? It did not. Or only for a small time, only for a while, until I found myself right back where I was before. But here's the truth. Even a prison cell can feel comfortable because your ego believes it is safer there than in the outside, where there is so much that is not known, not experienced yet. When I created the easy and fun steps to freedom from old habits, I did it for my own sake first. But when I realized how powerful, fun, and effective this was, and how easy, I simply had to share it. And I shared it actually in 2018, so that's a while ago. So I have quite a bit of experience with it, and others have learned it and experienced this fun breakthrough themselves. So this is why I am sharing it with you today. I cannot share the 28 days with you, but I can share with you what it does. And maybe you are at that point where you are not only interested, but committed to let go of old habits and become more creative. Because the moment you let go of old habits and know how and exchange them with new experiences, it becomes fun and easy. Okay? So don't you think that it is your birthright to experience the joy of a healthy body, or the beauty of living from your heart's desire, or attracting loving relationships, and having seen it and having been and be seen rather in the world for who you really are? Your unapologetic, authentic self, rather than always wearing these masks. Or even creating your financial freedom so you can travel the world if you like, or do anything that your heart desires without those anxieties. Excuse me for a second. Have a little frog. A little frog. Where does that come from? But that's the saying, right? When you feel this, there's something there that persists in blocking the easy flow of your voice. So what I have just said, all of these experiences that are your birthright. If you don't experience your life in that way, you miss so much and you will regret it. Usually when you finally believe that now it is too late, like on your deathbed, when it is really too late. But if you are, whatever age you are, you can be in your 90s and it's not too late. Nothing is ever too late until it actually is. I don't want this to happen to you. I don't want you to have those heartbreaking regrets. I wish I had. I wasn't courageous enough. I didn't believe in myself. Oh, all of these things. So when is the right time for you? Because you only have now. And if not now, when? You have another now and now and now. But now is what you have, what you can affect. Is there not a place deep within you that knows that you have to change your beliefs and habits to create the life that you envision, that you desire, that you deserve? If you're ready, I'm here for you 100%. And we will speak more about this. There is nothing I'm selling you here. It just makes you aware that this exists. And when you get in touch with me in January, I will start this 28-day course again. And I will tell you how you can have it all. But here is the sad fact. When we try to change something on our own without a step-by-step plan, I know this because I have shared it and done it so many times before, and I have been there too. Excuse me. It doesn't work when you do it on your own. We can have all the best intentions to change, but unless we do just one little thing differently each day, sort of like confusing our body's routine, the normal response that it would routinely have. And here comes the most overlooked and important part, and having fun doing it. Unless we do something different each day and have fun doing it, change will not last. Do you remember when you were a child? You experimented, right? You used your colorful and animated imagination. Nothing was set in stone. Your world was full of excitement, surprises. It was magical. Everything was magical. Would you like to experience magic in your life again? And as we get older, my goodness, we deserve to have magic again. Yes? Did you know how outdated habits and routines are not only boring and unfulfilling, but those this feeling of unfulfillment creates stress. And stress will create a poisonous chemistry in your body. It also leads to disease and ultimately cut your lifespan shortly. Sorry, guys, this is not good news, right? But really, there is scientific evidence that unresolved stress kills you sooner rather than later. So before I give you some details, here are a few more questions to make sure that you are really that you really want to change and that it's the right time for you to receive the gift to your greatest success, because staying where you are does not lead you to your greatest success. You must know that, right? So are you ready to reignite your dormant creativity, your fun-loving, childlike imagination? Are you? Are you ready to remove the wall that separates you from the life that you could live, that you are meant to live? Do you want to live your life consciously, with the power to create it every day, exactly how you envision it? And don't tell me you're not creative. I will I will show you your amazing creativity. We are all creative. You create every moment of the day. Maybe not everything that you want, but you create it. But can you imagine your excitement and joy when you explore your creativity? Are you ready to burst the chain that held you imprisoned for so long and finally be free to dance with life? Like the saying goes, dance to your own music, and maybe somebody else's music that excites you. Can you imagine how you will feel when a whole new world of possibilities and abundance unfolds in your life right there? Not just in the future, but now. If you want more from life, more joy, more fun, more love, more money, greater purpose, if this is you and your heart, you feel triggered, your heart responds to it, you feel something in your body that wants to say, yes, this excitement, because you must want it, because if you want it and you are committed, you will receive the key that can unlock all doors to your life success, wherever it will be. So let me quickly introduce you to my 28 Days to Freedom from Old Habits program. That will free you from outdated habits that have kept you stuck for so long, or until now. Are you ready to change this right now? Can you envision yourself 1 month maybe from now? That's 28 days plus. Can you envision yourself free? Take a deep breath in. Exhale and feel the freedom of leaving old habits behind and step through the door that was locked to you for so long, that held you imprisoned to your unconscious habits and beliefs. These beliefs were instilled in you at some time in your life, but they were never really yours in the first place. They did not support you in the experience that you really could have, and life or God or the universe has in store for you, wants you to have. It only takes 28 days to replace old programming with new, fresh attitudes and behaviors. I can promise you that this course is fun and easy. That's why we will love it and stick with it and experience the joy of living your purpose, which will change your life in a big and delightful way. So in 28 days, you will have broken old habits and discovered yourself you have never dared to imagine. You will know how to use the key to unlock deeper and deeper levels of your unlimited self as your future unfolds. So some ask, how long will it take? All it takes is 10 minutes a day to experience something new. Add another 5 minutes of reflection and journal, you have a maximum of 15 minutes to break old habits that hold you back and create a life you deserve and have fun doing. So please get in touch with me, because I want to share this with you. And if you are interested, please get in touch with me. Next week, I may add a little bit more to this, but this is it. I believe it's so exciting. And follow me on my social media platforms. Become a member of my Facebook group, Radiant Life After 45. And I think the link is in my bio, right under this presentation. And please make a choice. Make a choice to live more consciously. Step out of your subconscious. Your subconscious mind will keep you safe. You know that. That's why you are alive. But you need your conscious mind and some wonderful other things to really get to the level of where you enjoy life, where you embrace life, because life is short. And you may have a million lifetimes, but this is now. This is this lifetime now, and I want you to live it to the fullest. Yes? Oh, yes. So thank you so much for your presence with me here today. And share it. Share, because this presentation will be in the archives, and please share it with somebody who may be interested as well. And look out for the beginning of January. You will see on social media, you will see much more about me inviting these beautiful women that I know deserve the greatest life. And we'll invite them, because the first step is letting go of old habits. Make room for the new to come in. All right. Thank you for your presence here. Know that you are loved beyond measure. And you know this. I adore you. I love you. And I will be with you again next Saturday, same time. All of my love to you. Bye-bye for now.